we were just in the caves of power. We were just in the caves of power. Did you know you have access? We all have access to these caves of power. And of course, the Mexican tradition trained, and they literally went into caves. The leaders were brought into caves with little holes at the top, and this is where they received all their initiations. And Sergio gave us a wee little taste. First of all, he opened with this gorgeous Toltec prayer, and then his story is so adorable. It's so adorable. Just like everybody else I know, he kind of went kicking and screaming into this mystical teaching life, right? You know, you say, oh no, I'm a human resource consultant, or like Michael Lennox, oh no, I'm an actor. Well, guess what? Sergio was, oh no, I'm an actor. What is it about acting, right? Because that was number one on my list in the early 70s, to the point where I actually got an agent and a SAG card, you know? So isn't this interesting how acting opens, and maybe it's a spiritual initiation in our caves of power. So Sergio Magaña told us his story, briefly described the Mexican system, which is based on the lunar system and the numerology. But here's the most exciting thing. I fell out of my chair reading this book when he talked about learning to access the unconscious in the morning before he was fully awake. You know, wait a second. That's morning theta. That's where I get everything. The name of this radio show, the name of all my books, the minor detail, your soul wants 5 things, and I've just trained myself to stay in bed. Well, so has Sergio. But I didn't know that what I was doing, I was poking around in my caves of power. He took us on a meditation into our caves of power, and then he gave us an actual healing experience. 13 breaths in, 8 breaths out, or 8 count of in and out. Now, he did it quickly in order for us to get a wee little taste of how the healing works. But of course, when you do it on your own, slow down and breathe in on the count of 13 and breathe out on the count of 8. And with that conscious awareness of these 4 purposes. Well, as I was listening, I went, wait a second. In a sweat lodge, there's 4 circles of prayer. 4. It's like 4. And of course, 4 is the foundational number in the Mexican numerology system. And he can't do one-on-one healings anymore because he's traveling so much. So you have to get the book, Caves of Power, which, of course, he shows you exactly how to do it. You can win a copy. Hay House and Beth Grossman, the publicist who set up this conversation and introduced me to Sergio, sent a copy for you of Caves of Power. So join the conversation. Tell us your reaction, your thoughts, and what synchronicities did you perceive? It seemed like every time he opened his mouth, I went, oh, that's true. Oh, I've experienced that, but under different language. Isn't it so glorious to find out? I mean, why are we surprised that the mystical heart there is only one mystical heart. There is only one power, one presence, one love. But it's so much fun to explore it in so many different traditions. And this was a gift, to be able to enter our hearts, our flower, our caves of power with Sergio Magaña and the ancient Toltec system. Absolutely glorious.